All right, so I thought I'd record a video and just introduce you to a guitar player that I think you're going to like. And this may be somebody you've never heard of. I always like it when somebody introduces me to somebody I haven't heard of. And so I'd like to do this from time to time. In fact, I would encourage you to leave a comment and sort of, if you got somebody that you know about, don't hold that back. Let us know. So we can all kind of share that stuff. But anyway, we're going to be talking about Denny Freeman in this video. Now, I had never heard of Denny until Modern Times, which came out, that's Bob Dylan's record that came out back in 2006. And I love that album. Every song on that album is good. And if you don't have Bob Dylan's Modern Times album, check it out. Go Spotify, go to YouTube, however you get records these days. But man, it is really good stuff, and it's so pure. The guitar work on it in particular, it really caught my ear. And when I heard that for the first time, I remember thinking, I have to know who this is on guitar. I've never heard, well, I shouldn't say I've never heard anything like it. It's not that. It's just, it moved me in a way that I haven't felt in a long time. And that's one of the kind of the bad things. I should make another video on this down the road. But the further into guitar or any instrument that you get, at some point you've kind of heard it all. You've experienced it all. But then every now and then there'll be some little thing that pops up that you've never heard. And that's what this record was for me. It was Denny Freeman and his soulful playing. Simple, it wasn't technical, but it was just moving. And I could tell that whoever that was playing was the real deal. And so if you don't know who Denny is, he's from Austin, Texas. Those of you from Austin probably know who he is, or if you're in the Austin music scene. But he was in the house band at Antone's for years. Antone's is the classic blues club there that everybody's played at, sort of a mecca for blues. But he's backed up Buddy Guy and Albert Collins and Taj Mahal, Otis Rush. He's played with everybody. He's also good friends with Stevie Ray Vaughan and Jimmy Vaughan, like good family friends. They even lived together at some point, apparently. And he's also plays piano. So he's played on Jimmy. He's played on tour with Jimmy. He's played on Jimmy's records. So he's got a lot of credibility. And one of the things I found really interesting about him was he was in the band the Cobras with Stevie Ray Vaughan. That was one of Stevie's first bands. And so imagine and he played lead guitar, or he was like second lead guitar. I forget how they bill him on that, but it's like imagine being a band where you and Stevie are the lead guitar players. I mean, that's the kind of guy we're talking about. But he's kind of the opposite of the way that Stevie plays, which tends to be like more of a flashy, flamboyant blues. To me, Denny is more of just sort of subdued, soulful, simple phrasing, more like Jimmy Vaughan. So anyway, here's a little clip I found on YouTube. I got permission from the YouTube owner to play this, but I wanted you to hear just his phrasing and how he's kind of blending blues and jazz together. It's not the greatest quality, but you can definitely hear it and you can definitely feel it. So remember to check out Modern Times by Bob Dylan. You're going to love that album. Every song on it is great. And there's 3 songs in particular to pay attention to, just in my opinion, that I think really highlight some of that soulfulness that I was talking about. One is Spirit in the Water, and then When the Deal Goes Down, and then Beyond the Horizon. Those 3 songs in particular are just magical to me. And I actually have them in a Spotify playlist below. I threw in a few other Denny Freeman songs so that you can kind of explore him a little more. So you can check that out. All right, so leave a comment and let me know what you think of Denny Freeman and his way of playing. And if you've ever seen him play live, or if you even know him personally, some of you may know him, I don't know. That would be very cool. Just any Denny Freeman stories that you can share, that's always helpful. And if you have other guitar players that are not super well known that we should all know about, leave those in the comments too. I think that'll help all of us, and it'll help me even with future content. All right, we'll see you in the next video.